So I just want to take a moment to speak about why embodied leadership, and some of the reasons that occur to me on a very deep level are harder to talk about just because they're particularly emotionally charged. And then some of them are very practical, like why does using our body, our energy, our voice, our eyes, our stance, why does using our body in a particular way seem to have influence over a space, over others? And the part that's harder to talk about is much more of what drives me as an activist, and that is that one of the biggest powers that female bodies have is the ability to birth new life. And this is true on a physical plane, and this is also true in bringing dreams into reality. Words that I don't use that much, but there's a truth to us being a really important part of the creation story. And what has happened with bodies getting abused in the ways they have, with bodies being repressed in the ways they have, with voices being shut down in the way they have, specifically women's bodies, specifically women's voices. The female body, the birthing body, was told that it didn't know how to birth children and sent to a hospital for quite a while to be actually strapped down, thinking that doctors, often male doctors, had a better idea on how to birth creation than females. So it's deep. What drives me to continue to empower women through the body itself is because that is what has been repressed. So intellect, so glad we have it, but it's been applauded much more than the wisdom and the intelligence that pulses through the physical body. So embodied leadership for me is something that is a birthright that all bodies should have access to, but specifically female bodies, and then women in the societal cultural story being repressed, being contained, being told that there is a hyperness of arousal that happens when we get too excited about something, meaning our passion got suffocated. So, embodied leadership is about using the wisdom that has come through the field of somatics. Somatics is really just, how do I occupy myself in space? How do I identify myself with my body as I move as a physical being through space? We can work with the body to address issues like those common ones that go along with being a woman. I'm too much. I'm not enough. I'm not as articulate as ... as those people that have gone, and paid money to get their PhD. Any of these ideas that say that we are less than or need to watch ourselves as not to be too big or too bold. These are belief systems that can actually be worked through the body. And community is the place to do it, because so many of these beliefs that took us out of leadership need relationship and need community in order to help us break through and break out of them. So I'm inviting you to come and be a part of this School for Embodied Leadership. Myself and Deepika, my main colleague in the development of the curriculum, have been deep in our somatic studies for years. I've gone and done professional track with that. I'm a somatic therapist. Got myself through school basically to validate what I knew as an intelligent woman's body. Somatic psychology being something that I believe came out of course, the lineage of psychology, but also the world of Tantra and Taoism, things that have been speaking about the wisdom through the body, and yoga for centuries and centuries. So I just want to invite you to come be a part of something that works. We use a word like leadership, and it's, I guess, gained some popularity in the last little while here. Women in leadership becoming more and more important. And it's really not just a concept for us. It's we can occupy ourselves in a certain way, in our form, in our breath, in our voice, in our movements, in ways that have the impact and have the influence that we want to have in the world around us. So we work a lot with feminine and masculine energies within a female body, knowing that, of course, all bodies contain the ability both to move forward, to penetrate, to have influence on the environment around them, and also the incredible power that lives in our receptivity, in our allowing, in our welcoming things as they are, as a important, crucial, necessary step to anything being transformed. So I hope you'll join us. Come, we have different opportunities where you can dip a toe in or jump all the way in. And I'd love to share this with you. It's clearly my passion, and there's a lot of transformation available. There's a lot of growth available if we put ourselves in the right environments. We play, and we have a great time growing into more of what we know we are from the inside out, from the ground up. Come join us.